Stacy from Let's Cook, y'all. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, welcome. We're so glad you're here. We hope you like what you see and you'll like this video. This is what we call an around the house video, which is our version of a weekly vlog. It's just some things we've had going on around the house. This week's version I'm really excited about. I hope y'all enjoy it. I tried a new experiment in my Instant Pot, something really easy and very delicious, and we've really been enjoying it. And some other things that have been going on around here. I hope you like what you see. You'll hit that red subscribe button. And remember, have a wonderful and blessed day, y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Bye. A while back, we ran to Sam's together, and Tim decided that he needed this big, gigantic, gargantuan...
Because I'm like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
He's like the Pillsbury Doughboy. He decided he needed this gargantuan tub of chocolate chip cookie dough. That means that anytime he wants cookies, he can throw them on the pan. We were doing them in the oven. He's now switched to the toaster oven. So we're eating a lot of hot, homemade...
130 calories.
For one cookie?
For the whole tub, I guess.
It is not for the whole tub. Oink, oink. They're so good.
Not per tablespoon.
They're so good. Tim's back in project mode. We ordered a couple more Leviton switches to replace some of our regular switches that are wired in the house. These are smart switches that work with Z-Wave, which means they work with an app, with our Amazon Alexas, and also with...
Works with a Wink hub.
Wink hub, so it makes a smart home. So he's actually outside doing this one. This is the light that goes into our attic. And sometimes we forget and leave it on out in the garage. I'm not sure how this one's going to do in the heat. We've got several of these in the house, and he's got a couple more to install in the house. We were going to do a video on this, but Leviton has really good videos on how to install their switches. So if you're looking to do that or add some smart home or automation to your house, we've used Leviton products and several switches in our house, and they work great. What you doing with that thing?
Verifying that I'm not going to get shocked. I turned it off with the switch, but it's never a bad idea to make sure there's no power there.
To make sure there's no power in any of those wires.
Yep, if it was.
So you already flipped the breaker for this one?
I have.
Okay.
If it was, it'd be going beep, 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 beep.
Good. Tim won't get electrocuted. That's very good news. Beep. And it took about 2 months, but the equipment came in from Boston Scientific, which is the maker of my pacemaker, for me to set up and monitor, and I guess send reports. It's got an adapter that apparently it'll work on a cellular network. I've got to get it all unpacked and set up and get it working. Well, that was pretty easy. I just plugged it up. It has a little cellular adapter, and it just collected all the data from my pacemaker and sent it to the little doctor's office. So hopefully it will do it on its own from now on, or when, I guess if it works like my Link monitor did, they might have me do it on on-demand type thing, but it sits by my bed and we'll do it at night, I assume. So I'm all set up. Pacemaker's working good. I haven't blacked out. It's all good news. Got another experiment I'm gonna try in my Instant Pot. I'm gonna try to take some fresh strawberries and sugar and cornstarch and make a quick jam using my Instant Pot. Probably 15 years ago, I used my bread maker to make some strawberry jam. It worked out pretty well. This is probably the same thing. I don't think I needed to. The recipe didn't call for it, but I am gonna run my Instant Pot on sterilize to clean out the inner pot before I put the strawberries in there. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully Tim likes it. He loves strawberry jam or preserve, so hopefully this one won't be a big fat flop. All right, my pot's sterilized and I cleaned it out and dried it. So I'm gonna put it on saute mode. And we're gonna take the 1 pound of strawberries that I've hulled and cored and a half cup of sugar, and we're gonna saute them until they start releasing their juices. All right, I've sauteed them for a couple of minutes. I lost track of time, but I incorporated the sugar first, and I have let them cook a little more, trying to get a little more liquid, because this recipe kind of goes against everything I've read about cooking with the Instant Pot, is that you need a cup of clear liquid, but the longer I let them saute, the more of the juices they are releasing, so maybe that's a cup of clear liquid. We're gonna seal up the Instant Pot, cook them on manual or pressure cook for 1 minute, and then let them NPR for 10, and then release the rest of the pressure. And then we will add some cornstarch and make a slurry to thicken it up. So let's see how this goes. to get my little whisk out to get it incorporated, and then we're going to turn it back to saute mode and add the slurry back and cook it till it thickens up. Which mine's going to be really thin. I should have left the strawberries in bigger pieces. Oh well. Sauteed mine for 5 minutes. We got it off. We're going to let it cool completely and see how thick it is. And let Tim taste it and see if he likes it. If it's any good, we'll leave a comment and I'll leave a link to the recipe, the website that I got this recipe from. It's very easy. Strawberries, sugar, and cornstarch. Alright, the jam cooled enough. I've put it in some couple of small glass jars. I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator. Hopefully it'll get a little thicker. It's not too bad. It'll be a little runny for toast. It'll be really good on yogurt though. So I'm excited. It was a small batch. It was a good amount for the two of us. This is a little small jelly jar, and then I've got probably about the equivalent of that in another one. So 1 pound is a good amount for the two of us. If you have more people, I would definitely double it.
We're going to install some switches that we bought on Prime Day. They're Leviton, and one will be a dimmer and the other one will be just a switch.
We did this in our keeping room and we really liked it, so when we found them marked down on Prime Day.
They're smart switches, so we'll be able to control them with Alexa as well as with an app on the phone. And I can also turn the light on from another room even, so crazy.
We would show you how to do it, but Leviton has some great videos. Tim watched them on YouTube before he installed our first ones in the other room. But that's another project he's got going on around the house. Real soon, instead of a flip on and off switch in our master bedroom, we will have smart switches that we'll be able to control either by voice or an app. Handy husband is a wonderful thing. And one who doesn't electrocute himself is even better.
Yeah, step one is to turn off the power, which I haven't done yet, so I've got to go do that.
Bye. Halfway there. And he hasn't electrocuted himself. Yet.
Nor are you.
Or I stayed away from them, but it's dark in here, so I'm going to go in another room. Alright, it doesn't look like much, but Tim has the Z-Wave Leviton switches installed. Now we got to go set them up on Wink, and then we'll be able to voice control them. This one has a dimmer on it, so we will be able to change the lights in our bedroom from a 0 to a 100%, and we'll be able to turn on and off the ceiling fan lights, so we'll show you that later. We have these type of canister lights in our ceilings. That's not going to show. But anyway, we told her to discover devices.
I found 2 new devices. Try saying, turn off bedroom fan.
Alexa, turn off bedroom fan. Alexa, set bedroom light to 100%. Alexa, set bedroom light to 10%. And they work. Do I even want to ask what you're doing?
I'm making a peephole in the front of my truck.
Is it for this thing?
It is.
Because you're going to be a peeping Tim?
I'm going to have sensors on my truck, so my truck will be sensitive.
You're going to have, I thought there was one over here.
There it is, it's on the ground, don't step on it.
Okay. You're going to have these sensors?
I am.
Which are like proximity sensors, so they're going to beep when they see a car or you get close to a...
When I'm parking, they're parking sensors.
So, more upgrades to the car. Truck. He's finished boring holes in the front fenders, so now he's doing the back fenders for his proximity sensors.
You want to show them the front?
I will. You want to bore a hole, or are you done?
Your ears are ready for these?
No, my ears are not ready. Go. And there they are. And that one, and yes, you can see me in the reflection. I don't know how they work yet, we'll see. 2 quick product reviews. I know not everyone has a Sam's Club, but I had purchased this body wash, hibiscus and birch water, back at either at the end of the spring or the beginning of the summer. I thought it was a pretty good deal. I wasn't sure I would like it. These are really large containers, and as you see, I'm about 3/4 of the way through this one. I love it. It's very light. I think it smells great. It works just fine for me. I don't think body wash expires, so I will probably keep this one and use it next spring and summer, and go back to my traditional, a little bit heavier ones in the fall and winter, like an Olay or a Dove, something with a little more moisturizing. But I really liked it. I don't think they're still available at Sam's, but if you see it or if it's out next spring or summer, I really like it. I also picked up this Yes to Blueberries foaming facial wash at Marshall's, and I like it as well. I don't think I had used a foaming facial wash, but I like it, and I tend to like all of the Yes to products. So these were both 2 thumbs up for me. I showed you in the last video that Tim's been ordering a lot off Amazon. I don't know if it was guilt or he was just being his normal sweet self, but he did order me a pair of earrings. He's learned through the years that I like certain kinds of backs on earrings, so he's very cognizant of that, and he ordered me these lovely little earrings that I love.